Greetings, tankers! My name is Adam Snowgrove, and welcome to Best Replays, the show where the replays are hot, memes are fresh, and this cool little subscribe button we made is very clickable. So let's get straight into it. Landing in on the third spot on our list is a sexy-looking badger that just doesn't care. As the tank slowly rolls into position, DaddyCassimAngel gives us plenty of time to figure out how in the world does one pronounce their nickname. Speaking about fruit on a pizza, might as well ask an expert. Well, that settles it. Ouch! Seems like it's the Germans who are now coming out to play. Auf Wiedersehen! But would you look at that? Damage on a silver platter. How about them apples? Hey, come back! Badger don't give a damn. That was a tougher fight than I expected. But with every other allied tank falling, our badger has one tough task ahead of them. This could do. All right, not bad. Hey, this is actually working! Whoa, that's trouble! I can't believe this is happening! The enemies just can't find a way to deal with a badger! What is going on here? And judging by the 2 cap attempts abandoned, this Shah will be on the hunt. Yep. Look at that, the only dead-end street in this little town. Now that's good map knowledge. Without a flanking chance, the Shah settles for frontal assault. Just to get pinched and dispatched. GG. Now that game was equally hilarious and impressive. Got to give it to DaddyCassimAngel for some great map knowledge to keep multiple opponents completely harmless. With Pool's Kolobanov's 13,000 damage and 1,760 base experience, this one deserves 2,000 gold and our best replay style. Well done! And for our next contestant, we have BarryBaloo in a very vanilla-looking T-54. No fancy styles, flashy decals, or even cool consumables. Just a T-54 on Paris. Opening up with an aggressive move, just as a top-tier tank should. but it's been slim picking so far, as this solitary house does not offer many opportunities. Uh-oh, well, this has just taken a turn for the worse. A lucky miss finally convinces BarryBaloo to utilize their heat reserve against the heavily armored German. With the Type 4 taking the hits, BarryBaloo can sneak in a shot or two. Yeah. But a couple of well-aimed shots take care of the 1-1-2. And the 87 as well. And set up a crossfire too. Here's the E75 again, however this time in the open and on reload. Wow, turning the game around in just a few minutes. Just kidding. A Tier 7 tank rushing a Tier 9 alone? Well, sort of alone. Yeah, I didn't think so. This attempt from the Type 61 means the same end. BarryBaloo might just be doing this. Now, where would that capping IS be hiding? Looks clear. Wow, what was that? Phew, that was scrappy. And now even a near miss from this speedy boy could end it all. Oh, come on! Never mind. Doing it the old-fashioned way to secure the win. GG. A solid game from BarryBaloo. Maybe not the best in terms of initial positioning, but with really well-timed moves to outplay the enemy when it was needed the most. Another Pools and Kolobanov's duo are this time accompanied by 8,082 damage, 11 kills, and 1,946 base experience. A worthy runner-up, and now owner of our style and 2,500 gold. Congratulations! And the title of Best Replay this week goes to Fourchette et Petit Pois, who returns after 30 or so episodes. And in a TVP T50/51, without a single heat shell, sending the comment section into delirium. Opening up with some fairly conservative long-range sniping. Some of you might call this camping, but with just over 2,700 damage, it's certainly effective, and that's all that matters.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
But while the damage counter continues to go up, so does the HP difference in favor of the enemy team. Hey! Once again, the patience pays off with a full clip of damage. Nice! Ooh, not so nice. But in good old MMO fashion, drop the aggro. And dish out the damage. And repeat. Just not done yet with the reload. Fourchette et Petit Pois sets up another ambush. There's the STRV. But at this angle, unloading the clip seems risky. The angle is better, but it's impossible to spot it from here. That was cheeky, but did it work? Oh, that's incredible! All 4 blind shots were penetrations, and Fourchette et Petit Pois only needed a single shell to finish off the TD. All right, where's the Scorpion? Not willing to play cat and mouse, our hero enters the cap with just seconds left. As the seconds tick down, the suspense grows. 3, 2, 1. Yes! The Scorpion does not show up and the win is secured. GG! An absolutely awesome game by Fourchette et Petit Pois, bluffing their way to victory. I'm honestly shocked that this is only a first class despite a whipping 9,124 damage dealt. While it's not the medals you'd usually see, doing all of this without a single heat shell is impressive. And for such effort, we name you Fourchette et Petit Pois our best replay of this episode. Congratulations! And we find ourselves at the end of another exciting episode of Best Replays. Now, as promised, the best comments. Well, the performance part is very important to this one, since man oh man do I love the KV2. But not any ordinary one, KV2R, because the Emperor protects! Though he shows it in a weird way, especially in me blowing up way. What would you answer on this one? Let us know in the comments. I am told we are yet to find one. Now, the perfect replay, obviously, is the hero's team just doing a lemmings party from a cliff, our hero being in a tier 8 against a team of tier 10s with no premium rounds, and he destroys them all without ever being spotted. Maybe one day. Glad you asked. It takes us a week or two to watch all of those awesome replays you send in, then a week of recording, a week of editing, what else? Oh, memes! Can't forget the memes. Good memes take time. So right about a month is when you could see your replay on our show. Is that correct, guys? And that is all the questions we have time for today, but do send in more. Maybe we can answer some in the next video. And don't forget to send in those replays, be it through What Replay or Discord. Anyway, I am Adam Snowgrove, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!